Yes, big up to everyone in the building. Arsenal 1, Man City 1. And yes, it's your boy Waffle Don who's going to break down everything today. Five Guns Pod. I'm also streaming from my main account as well. But make sure, guys, you rack up the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And you know what? This is going to be a rant. So if you're not in the mood to hear me whinge, then I wouldn't stay here. So yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to the Five Guns group chat, which has been surprisingly very quiet today. I've not heard a peep from hardly anyone today. They must have seen the lineup and ran away straight away. Not had anything to say. So you know what? Maybe I am the mouthpiece today, so I'm gonna talk. Why is it so dark in here? Hold on, let me just. I don't see why it's so dark. Maybe I need to put a light on. Hold on a second. Let me just put a light on. 1 second. I don't even know if that's going to make any difference, but anyway. So let's get started today. Anyway, people, yeah. So the lineup, yeah. The game's just been played, so everyone see the lineup. Raya in goal. I can bring up the lineup for you if you guys want. You can do that if you want. But can I actually be bothered? No, I can't. But you can see the lineup for yourselves. The main difference in the lineup today, so Raya at the back. What? Why am I still in two streams? Hold on, let me just. Am I still? Oh, this one's ended. Okay, let's leave that one. So anyway, Raya in goal. Back four, sorry. Timber right. Gabriel Saliba. Saliba come back from injury, started straight away. And left back. In midfield, you had Rice, Marino, and Zubamendi. And up top, we started with Madueke, Gyökeres, and Trossard. Now, for me, I kind of like knew that the manager was going to do this starting lineup. I had a feeling he was going to do this, you know, go and try and defend, and then rough up City in the second half. But City didn't come to play games, yeah, and City never come to play games. They come to win, and that was their intention from the start. We looked very poor in that first half, and they got their goal from I would say, a great counter attack. All our players just thought, you know what? I can't remember who was it. Rice who lost the ball. Zubamendi fell over or something like that, and straight on the attack. I can't remember who had the ball, but it was 3 against 2. Gabriel was in no man's land, and Haaland just had the freeness of the Emirates to just, you know, tuck the ball in. Good finish, right foot, close to Raya. It was a good finish, great goal. And since that goal, we never really looked like we was in the game. You know, we never looked like we was in the game. We was actually piss poor that first half. All throughout the game, all we tried to do was to try and score a set piece from a corner and try and cross the ball in. Now, if you look at City's players, yeah, they're massive. And it was food and drink to them. Every cross that came in, they were heading the ball. They were so comfortable today. They got giants in their team, you know, lots of Rodri. O'Reilly is quite a tall guy as well. They had players that were just willing to put their neck on the line today. This was Man City coming to the Emirates. I said, my boy, big up to Mr. Jonah Davis, David. He said F Arteta idea. Yeah, bottled it from he definitely bottled it from the get go. When we saw Marino, yeah, and Marino, sorry, yeah, I've been saying you're a decent player, but not good enough, yeah, to be in this Arsenal midfield. You can get away with it in some games, but you're not going to get away with it all the time. And I just thought Mourinho was piss poor today. Yeah, his passing was poor. You know, his positioning. You know, he just got on my nerves today. Big up to his here today. He says, cheers, as Pep let pathetic Man United have 55% possession last week. What did he expect? Why did he try the same midfield three to start? This is the problem with this guy, yeah. It's just like he just gets tunnel vision and he just thinks that, you know what? It works, guys. So, you know what? It worked in the last game. This is, you get paid a lot of money. You get paid a lot of money to make the right decision. Now, a lot of people are going to be happy with that draw, that we drew 1-1, but I'm far from happy today. I'm actually far from happy. Yeah, actually, do you know what? I don't even want anyone. Do you know what? I'm gonna put anyone who wants to call in, they can jump in. I'm gonna delete it from my group chat because I don't really want anyone to start talking now. If anyone wants to join the link's there. I'm gonna be here till about 7, guys. Yeah, so anyone that wants to join, the link's there. I'll pin it to the chat as well. I'm just going to talk about the game, give some ratings and stuff like that. But anyway, let's talk about the game. So that first half was poor, very poor from us. We didn't look like we was going to score, and Donnarumma was very comfortable in goal because all he had to deal with is just balls just in the air. You know, from corners. I think we had about 9-10 corners. We were just poor. We just didn't look like we was going to score today. I said it in my chat. We don't look like we're scoring a goal today. We just look absolutely poor. And I know from when everyone saw that lineup today, everyone's motivation just went. Yeah. Everyone's motivation just went. Do you know what? It's going to be a draw. It's just going to be a stink fest, yeah? And to be honest, yeah, City were a much better team today. They were on the front foot. Doku, for me, was man of the match, or Donnarumma. I think Doku was excellent today. Doku was cooking timber. I've got a short about me saying that Doku would never cook timber. Timber was poor today. Timber was all over the place. The thing about Timber, yeah, is he's great defensively at times, yeah. But he's not very great at going forward. He's not very good at going forward. Yes, he can put in the odd good cross every now and again, but he's not great at going forward. And he's not that fast as well. If you look at him, he's not very quick at recovery, although he's a very good defender. Against a Doku, who's got pace, Doku looked like he was on some Goku shit today. He looked like he was on some steroids, because the way the Doku was moving today, yeah, left, right, center, he was all over the place today. And Doku, I thought, was amazing today. So big up to Doku, yeah. Big up to Doku, played very well. Haaland as well. You don't give Haaland space, and that's what we done with the first goal, yeah. Whoever dropped or whatever gave possession, Zubimendi or whoever it was, got dispossessed. They're on the attack. First attack, goal. Yeah, just like that. First attack, goal like that. It was terrible. Yeah, Gabriel. It weren't Saliba. It was Gabriel that, you know, left his man, and you know, Haaland went on to score. First half, Madueke tried. You know, Noni done his thing. You know, but he didn't have the overlap too much from Timber, because Timber was too worried about Doku coming the other way. Because when they broke, Doku was just like, there was one move, yeah, where the ball came to Doku, yeah, and Doku just left Timber just like a freight, not even like a freight train, like one of them Elizabeth line trains. He just left him. The guy was on smoke today, and Rice was poor today. I don't think Rice was that good today. You know, his passing was poor. You know, the thing with Rice as well, yeah, is that we all see the huffing and puffing in it, and we think, oh, you're great. You've been great today, Rice. But you know what? Yeah, for £105 million player, I need to see a bit more from you today. Yes, you huffed and puffed and you blew the house down, But do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you weren't that good today. Yeah, let's be honest with you. Yeah, you weren't that great today. The battles, you know, you tried, but you weren't that great today. Calafiori, he had a lot of the ball today, but I don't think he done very good with it. Trossard as well today. I didn't understand why Trossard started. Let me talk to you from the Arteta logic of why Trossard started. Not from my logic, from Arteta's logic. Kusanov, young right back, Trossard's probably going to skin him a few times. So let's just start Trossard in that position. Yeah. By the way, props to Martinelli as well, yeah, for coming on and scoring that wonderful goal, yeah. That's 2-2 now from the subs bench now, yeah. Is he going to be our super sub now this season? Is he going to be our super sub this season? Because something's got that guy hungry now. He wants to score goals, and the goal that he took, I thought the chance had gone. Beautiful finish, you know, beautiful finish over Donnarumma. Donnarumma was conceded his first goal, beautiful goal, but. What about the assist from Mr. Eza? That's what they call him, innit? I call him that from now. Eza. Eza came on in the second half with Saka, and you can start to see that we wanted to be on the ball more. All right, yeah, I wasn't really feeling the crossing, but you know what? We were trying to open up doors. Eze on the ball, going to the right, trying to look to the left. Was trying to do stuff. That midfield was packed. That defense, City had about 8 men behind the ball. Yeah, so penetrating that defense was absolutely difficult today. It was an absolute hard task today, and I couldn't see us scoring a goal from a set piece or even crossing the ball into the box because they were just too good. They were just too good. Gyökeres. You want him in these games. You want him doing stuff in these games, in the big games. And I just felt that he didn't do enough today. The ball was ricocheting off his boots, and he just, you know, he just looks lumbersome. He looks slow, and I just didn't think that he was that good today. And I can say that. I'm on my channel. I can say the hell what I want about my team. Yeah, I just don't think he was that good today. Another guy that's, you know, a bit of power, a bit of wrestling and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? Big up to the City defence again for keeping them at bay as well. But I don't want to see too many games where Gyökeres is kept at bay because he's supposed to be the guy that's leading the line and scoring the goals for us. And there was too many times where the movement up top was very static. And it just weren't it. Zubimendi, absolute poor today. And I know people watching this from my group chat, yeah, and they're going to question me, clip up whatever, and I don't care, yeah? I don't care. If you guys know me already, you guys know I speak my mind, yeah? And yes, this is pure emotion after the game, yeah? And yes, we did peg it back to draw the game. We never lost, but still, that game felt like a loss. And I think City, that game felt like a loss for City today because you know what? They should have won that game. They should have won that game. We had no right to get back into that game. We were absolutely poor today. Make sure you slap up the likes. 5 people in the building. Yeah, we need the likes liking today, guys. Yeah, let's get these likes up to 10 likes. Where are all my modders today? AFC always says this can't carry on. The system doesn't allow us to prosper. I totally agree with you, my brother. Totally agree with you. It's absolutely poor. Here today, big up to here today in the building, man. He says we're already 5 points back of Arnie's slot. We have a trip to St James's Park next. Don't we have the Port Vale game first, and then it's Newcastle. But yeah, when are we playing? Is that next Saturday? Or Sunday. We already got, yeah, and next week. Hard to be pleased. We could easily be 8 points back. Yeah, 100%. When you guys saw the lineup, yeah, was you thinking, oh, do you know what? Yeah, we're gonna win this. Yeah, we're gonna win this game. Or was you like, let's take a step back now. I don't know if we're going to win this now. Maybe we're going to nick it at 1-0. What was your thoughts at the time when you saw the lineup? Because many of us predicted that this was going to be the same lineup. So I didn't accept that this was the lineup, but I predicted that this was going to be the lineup minus Trossard. I thought maybe Eze started on the left. Would have started on the left, but he didn't. Arteta will forever be Pep's woof woof. AFC always says Arteta will be. Yep. I was watching Shane Gooner's show yesterday. Big up to Shane Gooner as well, and he was just spot on with the things he was saying. Man. He was just absolutely spot on. He was just saying, this manager, man, he's just. If Cautious was a person, yeah, that would be Arteta. Do you know that? That would be Arteta if Cautious was a person, because this guy, yeah, when it comes to City, he just gets all giddy. Forget about the 5-1 game last. That's last year now. That's gone. That's gone. Yeah. Forget about that now. I'm just gonna do the lineup people. Yeah. So once I do I'm going to do some ratings, and I want you guys to get involved in the ratings today. But there's one player I think we need to talk about. Who's this left back? There's one player I think we need to talk about that I don't think he should be starting another game this season unless we got some injuries. I do not want to see this guy starting another game. Yeah. He can't start another game. He cannot. I refuse for this guy to start another game. What's going on here? Mikel Merino. Now, I'm not going to slander him, but I thought he was poor today. I thought he was hella poor. And most of you here would say the same thing as well. Why did we start this guy? Why did we start him? He was poor today. He was absolutely poo today. Falling down. And this is what he does a lot of the time. Falls down, can't pass, weak. Big guy like that, and he's falling down every 2 minutes. Yeah? Get out. He wound me up today. He did wind me up today, because you know what? Yeah? You need to be bringing your game. Yeah? And you didn't bring nothing today. You didn't bring nothing. Let me see if I can change it. Hold on. Anyway, guys, let me just share up the thing. Big up to Zubiverse, man. Zubiverse 14. I've never seen you before, or maybe I have, but big up to you as well. So big up, Don. Arteta didn't learn from the Liverpool game. Exactly. That's what Fernell was saying in the last game as well. If we lose to Newcastle, we should be considered for sacking. If you're afraid to lose, then you don't deserve to win yet. Arteta out, says Kevin N. I knew it would be a ball draw. Arteta destroyed our beautiful football team. Fernie says the lineup was not to lose. Need to go for these teams, same as Liverpool game. You're Arsenal, not us, and we would be over the moon with a point. Yeah, big up to Fernie, man. He's right. He's 100% spot on. And Fernie comes and watches my watch-alongs, man. He knows the pain that I'm going through right now. He saw the pain that I was going through today. Yeah, seeing that my club, yeah, my manager. Actually, he's not my manager. The manager bottled it today. Absolutely bottled it today. Bottled it. Bottled the starting, and I hope Cape's got a lot to say, yeah, on Wednesday, because as much as he's my younger brother and stuff like that, we're going to have some serious words, yeah, because you're not getting out of this one easy. You're not going to get out of this one easy, yeah. My blood pressure can't take this. I've sat this for. Yeah, big up to Oregon Goon in the building. Make sure you go and subscribe to Oregon Goon in the place as well. Yeah, my guys as well. Links aren't working. What link? Hold on, let me see which link he's on about. Is my link working, guys? Can everyone see me? Yeah, I can see guys here. So what's BBK on about? I don't know what he's talking about. He's saying links aren't working, but I can see everyone in the chat. Like and subscribe. Oregon Goon says, like and subscribe to the thing, guys. Let me go on to, let me see, Oregon AFC always facts. Hey, AFC always speaks facts, man. Yeah, we can see you. Okay, yep, brilliant. Yeah, okay. So let's do what we do every week on 5 Guns. We do a ranking. Yeah, we do a rating for each player. Let's put Raya in goal as well. So from goalkeeper to striker, we're going to rate our players. I don't know what BBK is doing. Is he joining? Is he not? Because I'm literally just doing my streaming and I'm coming out of here. So if he's not here, then so be it. So be it. The links, the StreamYard link is there though. Anyone that wants to jump on, you're welcome to jump on. I don't want to hear rubbish excuses today. I don't want to hear people's excuses today. I'm not really interested. It's in my platform. I'm going to say what I need to say, and I'm not interested in any excuses today because we didn't have any. We needed to win this game today. People can say, oh, but it's only 5 games into the season. People can talk their mess. Don't be fooled by these people, yeah? Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, yeah? 5 games becomes 7. 7 becomes 10. 10 becomes 15. And lo and behold, you're there and you're struggling. Let's see where we are on the table first before we do these rankings for this team, this stinky team today. Okay, so we're in second currently, on the same points as Tottenham. So it's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. But when you want to win things, yeah, you have to approach this with aggression and you have to be more of a bit of a fighter and have that fighting spirit, yeah. Man City, we should have beat them today. Although they was good today, they made us look like we were the away team and they was the home team. That's what it looked like to me. Yeah. But anyway, let's do the rankings anyway, people, from back to front anyway, yeah. Let's do this now. And yeah, once I've done this, I'm out. So let's start with the goalkeeper. Let me put myself up here because I don't like being up. Who's that? Huh? Right. You okay? Okay. Why am I up here for? I don't like this. I only want one. Let me just put myself up here, guys. Put myself up in the corner. There you go. Save. So it puts me right down. Oh, this thing is so annoying. You've got to be with 2 points of Liverpool come Christmas. That's what Arteta should be aiming for. 100% Fernie. Fernie, I definitely agree with you. But anyway, let's start from the goalkeeper anyway for the rankings for today's game. We're going to just cover everything in one go, guys, yeah? Cover everything in one go. So, Rare in goal today. Apart from the goal, he didn't really have many saves to make. I think there was that chance at the end where Doku kind of like hit it wide. But yeah, he didn't really have to make too many saves. I think he was quite solid in goal. So I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was, he didn't really have much to do in it, so I can't really fault him. The goal, not much really can do, man. Do you know what I mean? Haaland's hit it right close to him, and there's not much really can do in it. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. On to the defense, though. Let's start with Timber first. Now, Timber's my guy, yeah? Timber is definitely my guy, yeah? But sorry, today you are stinky. Today you stank out the joint, my guy. You absolutely stunk it up today, yeah? You got cooked by Doku today. Doku absolutely murked you. You're all right. You done well in some parts of the game, but you got murked most of the game. You know, yeah, you were, some of your tackling was rash. You know, you picked up a yellow card. You know, you just wasn't that great today. I don't know if like you're unfit because you played so many games already this season. But you weren't great today, so I'm going to give you a 5 today. I don't think you was very good today. Saliba just come back from an injury. Looked a bit rusty at times, like he struggled in some areas of the game, which is understandable. I was blaming you for the first goal, yeah, but it wasn't your fault. I wouldn't say it's partially. It's partially your fault, yeah, because you should be covering. You should be the one covering Gabriel if he goes forward. So that goal's partially your fault as well. You and Gabriel have to take responsibility. So it's partially your fault. Because Haaland was on his own. He was on his own, yeah. Now, the person who was running with the ball, I don't know who set up the goal. I can't remember who had the ball. Was it Foden or whoever it was? But Doku was on the other side as well. So I get that. But yeah, I'm going to give Saliba a 5. I know he's just come back, but he was all right. But there was a bit too much of this slow passing from the back, and it was just getting on my nerves. Yeah, it's almost like you guys didn't want to win today. You guys just didn't have the belief. Yeah, it was just too much passing at the back, and you can have all the amount of possession you want in the world. It don't mean nothing. Just go and win the game, innit? Go and win the damn game. So Gabriel, I didn't think Gabriel was particularly good again. I mean, good today. I don't think he was that good today. I thought that first goal, he got caught out. Haaland just ran in from behind. I don't know. I just didn't think. I just didn't think our back four was that great today. I know we conceded 1 goal. I just didn't think we were that good today. So you're going to get a 5 as well. Calafiori. Calafiori is interesting because he had a lot of the ball today, but he didn't really do much with it. He tried to cross the ball in, a few times. He tried to work with Trossard, but I just don't think that the chemistry was there between him and Trossard. Trying to, work the 1-2s and overlaps. I just think it just wasn't working today. And when Calafiori is frustrated, he starts to foul a lot, if you notice, just give away stupid fouls. So he's going to get a 5 as well. So, yeah, back 5 with a 5, all 5. Rice. Declan Rice. Blood. You ran around today. You gave the ball away a few times. You weren't that great on the ball. Yes, you tried to spray balls, left, right, and center and stuff like that. You worked hard, Sometimes it just looks like you're in the midfield on your own because the other 2 guys just seem like they're just there just to look at the ball and just not do much. And that's the problem I have with this midfield, because a lot of the pressure is on Rice, because he has to. It's almost like Rice is sweeping up the other guys' mistakes or sweeping up the other guys' inabilities. So I can't be too harsh on Rice. I'm going to give Rice a 6. Because Rice is my guy at the end of the day, and he did work hard, but I just felt he was just lost in this game today. Marino. I think that fraud's talking right now, but I don't even want to hear what he's got to say. Some of our fans are just say some crazy things and it's annoying. Yeah, 100%. Can you understand why people are a bit annoyed right now? Because I can. But maybe I'm just one of those fans that's annoying, isn't it? So I don't care anyway. I don't care. This is my platform. I say what I want when I want. Let's show the comments on the screen for once. But yeah, Marino was poor today. Poor. It's almost like he didn't know that we were playing City today and he thought we were playing Bilbao again. He was poor today. He was losing the ball, giving the ball away, falling on the ground. Does this sound like someone that we know? Similar game? He has these similar type of game. This weren't Spain Marino, where he was picking up the ball in the pockets and doing this. He was absolutely wasted today, and he's getting a 2. He's getting a 2 today because he was absolutely poor. Big up to Aussie's Den in the building, and I hope you're well, my brother. Hope you're well, my guy. Must be disappointed by the game today, man. It was absolutely poor. But Marino was absolute shite, and he's getting a 2. I thought he was the worst Arsenal player on the pitch. No, he was rubbish today. He's getting a 2. On to Zubimendi. Zubimendi pathetic today. Zubimendi didn't know what happened today. Yeah, he got bullied today by that City midfield. He didn't know what was going on today. Yeah, he did. He actually played, and this is what I'm saying. Yeah, and a lot of people have been saying this. Big up to my boy Capture. A lot of people were saying that in the big games, Zubimendi is going to go missing. He went missing again today. He went missing today. You know, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Yeah, he got bullied. So he's getting a 4. Onto the strikers. Trossard, Gyökeres, and Madueke. Let's start with Madueke today. That game was pathetic. Yeah, it was. Dross on top of Dross. Turd on top of turd, mate. That's how it was. You've got to call it out for what it is. Excuse me. Surprised he didn't sub Gyökeres and put Marino up front. That's a good point as well. But I was so disappointed with Marino. I didn't even want to see him on the pitch. The midfield is absolutely rubbish. Now I've got hiccups. Yeah, it was. I thought Madueke was one of our brighter sparks. I didn't feel that he had enough support from Timber. Timber seemed to try to do more overlapping in the second half when Saka came on. But Saka's, I would say, a bit more of an intelligent player where he can actually hold the ball up a bit better. Well, much better than Madueke. But Madueke today, I thought he tried today. It wasn't his fault that we've been put under so much pressure earlier in the game. You know, he did try. He tried to get down the flanks. He had our best shot in the first half. Obviously, it was a near post shot, but it was a good shot. And he looked like, if anyone was to score in that first half, Madueke looked like the guy. You know, and he tried, but you know, he was just surrounded by City players most of the time. So he's going to get a 7. I thought he was actually, I'm going to give him a 7.5 because you know what? Yeah, out of all the dross, I think he was the better player. Gyökeres, can we call him Stankeres because he was stanky today. Now we can call our striker out when he's poor. He was poor today, you know. What did he do today that was noticeable? When I can't remember my striker doing much today, then I mean that means they've been poor. I didn't see nothing really noticeable. There was a cross that came into him, but I think Diaz got a little deflection, and maybe that if that came to him, he might have scored. He's strong. Sometimes he's quite slow though. He just looks a bit slow. I felt like his both his bloody boot laces were like, I felt that he had his boots on the wrong way today. That's how I felt, because his touch was poor. You know, he was just giving the ball away. He weren't really causing a threat at all. You weren't causing a threat at all in front of goal. And sometimes, yeah, Gyökeres just seems like a passenger in the game, and I just didn't think he played well whatsoever. Next on, we've got Zubiverse says it's all down to the selection today. I totally agree with you. Martinelli could have started with Eze in the 10 for Marino, possibly. I think Martinelli's best. I think Martinelli's best coming on for the bench right now. He's actually proven that. Bring on that pace in the second half, you know, once the game's going away and once the game's opening up right now. But yeah, instead of Trossard, then we should probably put Martinelli, because Trossard, one of them's got to start, innit? And I don't think Trossard is a starter. He's not a starter. If Eze is not starting, then Trossard's definitely not a starter. We saw that today. Trossard didn't really give us much at all. On to Trossard. Speak of the devil. I think Trossard found it hard today. I'm not going to be too harsh on Tross. He tried. But I just think these type of games, yeah, they need a little bit more than just a try. They need someone that's got, you know, he's got a brain. He's a technical player, but he was up against a Kosanov that maybe you could have got him booked. Maybe you could have got him, you know what I mean, done something today. I don't think he done enough today. You know, he didn't do enough, you know, trying to get to the byline. Maybe a couple of times he put in a few decent crosses, but yeah, I just didn't think he done that well today. So I'm just going to give him a 5 as well. Trossard didn't do nothing today. No, he didn't do anything today. The manager was just on some high after the Bilbao game and thought, you know what, let's just start Trossard. And it was poor. It was just poor. So yeah, if you notice though, yeah, look at the manager's reaction though, how he just brought on Eze in the 10 second half. And this is this is one thing that I did like here, that he made the changes straight away. So he knows that he was wrong. He knows that he set the team up wrong. But how many mistakes as a top manager can you make at this level? Yeah. It's almost like you get giddy when it comes to Pep. Yeah. Pep knew his team, yeah, 2 weeks ago, who was going to come to Arsenal and who was going to do what. Yeah. And he came with a game plan, and he nearly was successful with his game plan today. But you know what? Who would you say, guys, yeah, is the better manager? Who would you say got the better result today? Would it be Arsenal? Because in context, because everyone likes to use that word context, we got away with one. The team that benefits from both of us drawing is Liverpool. But I think we got away with one today. So I think we got the better result today, not City. City, I think the game is a loss to them. It feels like a loss to them. So yeah, that's all I can say about the game, man. But I can't really even say any more about the game, because I'm probably gonna chop it up with Cape and BBK probably during the week as well. It would have been worse if we lost this game as well. I'm not saying that I even wanted a draw today, but it would have been worse. Make sure you subscribe and slap the like, people. It would have been worse if we had drawn today. I'm telling you now. Lost the game today. I would have been fuming, yeah, because that fraud, Onome, would have been calling my phone, and he would have just been like, just giving me just rubbish, yeah, giving me rubbish. So yeah, got to point out the game. There's nothing really, you know. I'm proud of Martinelli today. Let's give Martinelli his flowers, by the way. Let's give Martinelli his flowers. I'm going to be ready. I'm ready in 2 minutes, about 3-4 minutes. Let's give Martinelli. Yeah, he done what he's supposed to do. He came on and he scored. This isn't reactionary. He's done what what he's supposed to do, and he came on and he scored a goal, and that's what we wanted. So yeah, big up to Martinelli. 2 goals in 2, and yeah, 2 points dropped. But now we go on to Port Vale. That's the next game. Hopefully I'll do a watch along for that game. I'm going to be around tomorrow, guys. I'm going to do a Galatasaray watch along, Super League and stuff like that. Big up to the chat, as always. I'm going to redirect you to the catch-up, yeah, because those guys are probably going to be beefing, yeah. Make sure you do Waffle Raid and all of them things there as well. Lee Gunner's live as well, but I'm not redirecting to him. That's not my people at the end of the day. But big up to him anyway. But yeah, let's go up to the catch up, SB and them, man. And make sure, guys, yeah, you stack the lights. Make sure you put Waffle Raid. Big up to everyone that's joined today. Big up to the Ultimate D. Arteta is too stubborn with no tactics. He's just not an elite level manager. Look at that comment there. Look at that comment before I go. Look at that comment. Yeah, he's too pragmatic. He's too stubborn, and he just doesn't get it. Anyway, people, yeah, listen, make sure you slap up the lights. Love Waffle Rage, yeah, incoming. Let's go. Peace.